What's up, guys? It's Mike here again. I want to make another video about my 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. I've had the car roughly a year now, and I don't really want to do a review. I kind of want to do my experiences and should you get one. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. I'll show you a few shots of the car, and then we'll get into the thoughts that I've had. I love the car. I don't have any real complaints about the car. The only things that I'm not really that excited about is I've got 10,000 miles in the car, like I said. Everything's been going great. The only concern that I really have is after owning this car for only a year, what worries me is these seats are already starting to show signs of wear. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this with your friends. Help me out, get this thing growing so we can have some more fun. So after 1 year of ownership, as you can imagine, not very many things have gone wrong with the car. I mean, really, I haven't had any problems with the car. Nothing mechanically, nothing stupid's happened. I mean, really, I have zero complaints mechanically about this car. I have had it just over 10,500 miles, and so far, this car has been amazing. I can't really complain. I mean, how can you get tired of that? I mean, this thing, it accelerates hard. It really gets a lot of attention. The only thing you have to remember is that you are driving a 2-ton, 4,000-pound tank. So, although it is a great car in a straight line for drag racing, doing all of them kind of things, you do have to remember when you're on the back roads and you're driving roads that are a little curvy, a little twisty, you do have to remember what you're in, because you can definitely feel the weight transfer with this car as you're going around the curves. If you've got it in sport or track, it's not as noticeable, but I mean, you still got to remember this thing weighs over 4,000 pounds. So you definitely have to remember that. But other than that, I don't have any real complaints about this car at all. The things that you will have to remember, though, is with this being a more expensive car and a higher horsepower car, of course, when you start getting into maintenance things, they're definitely going to be more expensive. I made a video about just what it costs to do an oil change on a Scat Pack at the dealership, and it was over $100. I don't remember what it was right now, but I mean, it was ridiculously expensive. So you do got to remember that all of the costs will be more expensive. next thing that you'll want to keep in mind on the Scat Pack is you do have a 6.4 liter 485 horsepower engine in a 4,000 pound car. So your fuel mileage is not going to be the best. So as of right now, I am averaging 19.9 miles in the gallon, which really is not that bad. But what you got to keep in mind is I do a lot of highway driving. So I've seen guys on YouTube posting fuel mileages as low as 9.8, 10.5 miles to the gallon when they're driving in the city. And I want to say that's accurate. I don't think that they're making anything up or anything else, because if I'm only getting 19.9 on the highway driving interstate speeds, I can only imagine driving city stuff. So so I did the math on 10,500 miles at 19.8 miles per gallon. It came up to, I have used 530 gallons of fuel. So in a year's time, I spent $1,100 in fuel. And that's at today's prices, with everything going on with the coronavirus and oil production and everything. Fuel right now is pretty cheap. Here in the St. Louis area, premium is only $2.08 a gallon. And that's what I did the math on for coming up with the $1,100 in fuel. So if you're looking at grabbing one of these used, that is something you have definitely got to keep in mind, because they don't have the window stickers on them anymore, warning you of just how poor the fuel economy on these cars can be. If you're looking at these cars to buy them used, it doesn't matter what year you're going to do, whether it's a 2015 or you know, the brand new 2020s if you get one on the used market. But whenever you're looking at these cars in the used market, one thing you might want to look at when you do is in the race options. So go into the drive modes, and then you go into race options, and in here is where you set up the launch control. So if you're looking at these used, a good thing to do is to see where they have that set, just to see how hard they have been launching this car. So if you get in it and this thing is jacked all the way up, then you know that the transmission has been put through hell, and that may not be the one that you want to buy. So that is just another thing to keep in mind if you're going to buy these on the used market. Now the awesome thing is with these 2019s, I'm not sure if it was earlier than that or not, but I'm pretty sure that the line lock was a new option for 2019. I have yet to use it. I ain't gonna lie, I just haven't wanted to buy new tires. You know, I opted for the Pirelli P0 Nero tires, and to be honest, I just don't want to replace them, so I haven't done line lock, or to be honest, I haven't even launched the car yet. So that's got to change. That has got to change with the summer coming up. Hopefully, now that the coronavirus stuff is over and they're lifting all of the social distancing and all that kind of stuff, hopefully this year I can make it to some car events. I did join a car club kind of thing, I guess. So hopefully they'll have some events, and we'll get some more fun stuff come to the channel instead of just kind of reviews and how-to videos. So more stuff to come for sure. Now, would I recommend owning one of these cars? I would, and I would definitely purchase another one. And actually, I'm kind of thinking about it. That's kind of why I held up on doing mods to this car, is because I'm not real sure that I'm going to hang on to it. Although I love this car, I kind of got in a rush when I bought this one, and to be honest, this is just not the spec that I wanted. So I kind of rushed when I got this, and now I'm trying to make up my mind. Do I want to keep it and mod it, or do I really want to go try and find the one I want? Because right now, like I said, with everything going on with the coronavirus and everybody being shut down, these automakers are offering some unbelievable deals, and I almost think I can get a 2020 wide body probably for almost what I paid for this. So I would definitely recommend, if you're looking into one of these cars, I mean, I love it, so I would definitely recommend it. The only thing that I see that a lot of people have a misconception, I guess I would say, is everybody thinks that these cars are unbelievably fast. Now, although they have a huge motor, you can get off the line in a hurry, but you see guys wanting to race Mustangs and Camaros and everything else, and what you got to realize is you've got all that extra space back there, all that extra weight that you're hauling around, that a Mustang or a Camaro or any other kind of sporty cars, they don't have that. So if you think you're going to hop in one of these cars bone stock, or you're going to be blowing the doors off everybody, that's not what's going to happen. So if that's what you're trying to do and you're trying to race and you're going to do it stock, I would just make sure that you're racing cars the same size, because these cars are unbelievably big. They're long, they're wide, they're tall. So just something to keep in mind if you're wanting to race. This may not be what you're looking for. One more thing I wanted to talk about before I get over this video. Sorry it's a little dark in here, just kind of an afterthought, but if you have kids, especially little kids that are still in car seats, although there's plenty of leg room, but whenever you are trying to get them in, with the way this roof line comes down, you can get them in. It's just difficult. So that's just one more thing to remember, is if you have little children that you are trying to get in and out of this car, it can be done, and it's not a complete pain, but it is something to keep in mind if you're going to have them in and out of here a lot, that it is kind of a pain, but it is doable. And as you can tell, I do it because we got toys, we got blankets, we got everything else, so it's doable. Just one more thing to keep in mind. Now that we're out here in the middle of nowhere, we'll let that guy get on out of here. Get race options. Launch control. Let's see, can I even figure this out? There we go. Launch control activated. Not the best launch. We got a lot of wheel slip, a lot of hop, but not bad for the first one. It was all right, but that's how you do it. Like I said, I had never done it before, so that was proof that I had never done it before, because well, it took forever, didn't know what I was doing, and I looked stupid. But that is the reason you buy a car like this, is just to go out and have fun on the back roads where nobody's at, and have fun. So if you guys like this type of video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I guess till next time, you guys have a good day.